Alright guys, it's Monday, April 19th, and this is my first round top 15 picks of the NFL Draft special. The rest of the picks, 16 through 32, will be coming tomorrow. But first thing I gotta talk about is my Lions doing something stupid in my opinion. We traded Ernie Sims to the Eagles. It was a three-way trade. We sent Sims to the Eagles, and then we got the tight end from Denver, Tony Scheffler, and the Broncos' 7th round pick, and then the Broncos got the Eagles' 5th. So that's how the three-way went down there. I think this is stupid because of a couple reasons. One, we already have a good tight end in Brandon Pettigrew. I mean, even though he's coming off an injury, he should be better, ready for the season. It gives us a good second tight end, but I'd rather have a starting outside linebacker than a good second tight end. It gives Stafford another weapon, but our defense, which was one of the worst in NFL history, it makes that worse. I didn't see where the real logic behind this came from. I mean, Ernie Sims did only have 43 tackles, I do believe, last year, but that's still, I don't see the logic in this. But what do I know, I guess. So that was a dumb move, I think. But on to what I think is what's going to be the first 15 picks. First pick by the Rams, it's going to be Sam Bradford, no-brainer. I mean, they released Mark Bulger. They don't have a starting quarterback. They need a starting quarterback. They need a franchise quarterback, and that's Sam Bradford. So that's a no-brainer. The Lions pick at number 2 gets a little more, could go either way, but I think they're going to go with Ndamukong Suh from Nebraska to bolster up our defensive line a little bit more. We did add pieces like Kyle Vanden Bosch and Corey Williams to that defensive line, so adding Suh would make that a pretty respectable defensive line. So that would be a good pick for the Lions. And this is where my mock draft seems to differ from most mock drafts. I mean, usually I'm wrong, but I like to go out on a limb sometimes. So I think the Bucks at number 3 pick up Eric Berry for the reason that I think he'll fit well in the Tampa 2 style that they run. Many people think McCoy will go here, but I think that the Bucks coach Raheem Morris came from that coaching tree of what's his name? Monty Kiffin, who started the Tampa 2. He'll just fall in love with him. He'll be able to make calls back there, kind of be the quarterback of the defense, a defense that was really bad last year. So I think they'll pick up Eric Berry. He could be, an all-pro safety his rookie year, so I think it's a smart pick. The Redskins at number 4, I would have them picking a quarterback here possibly, but since they traded for Donovan McNabb, I have them getting left tackle Russell Okung just because it's the logical choice. They lost their starting left tackle Samuels to retirement, so they need a left tackle. Okung is the best left tackle, so logically he would just fall there. The Chiefs at number 5, I think they go with offensive tackle Trent Williams from Oklahoma. I think they need to bolster that offensive line for a good quarterback, Matt Castle, and some pretty good receivers. And, a so-so running game with Jamal Charles. But they could make that better with a good left tackle, and Trent Williams is, in my opinion, the second best. So I think that's where they go in the draft, kind of being a safe pick. With the Seahawks, their first pick in the first 15, if that's believable. But I think they pick up Gerald McCoy. I have him falling here, which may go against conventional wisdom, but I think he falls here. I think that it'll be an excellent pickup. I mean, he's going to be a very good player. So I just think that the teams above that, it didn't really fit their needs. I mean, the Chiefs run a 3-4. He doesn't really fit in that 3-4 scheme. The Redskins also run a 3-4, but they needed that left tackle. The Bucs, where they say they should go with McCoy, I just think that they'll fall in love with Eric Berry too much to pass him up. So I have McCoy going to the Seahawks. And then after that is the Browns, and I have them picking up Jimmy Clausen. I know their last Notre Dame quarterback failed, but I think they'll try again. I don't know. I just feel like they need a quarterback for the future, and having Jake Delhomme in there, they don't necessarily have to put him in there right away. It might maybe bring down his ego level a little bit. So I have them picking up Clausen there. The Raiders, I have them going with offensive tackle from Maryland, Bruce Campbell, just because he just fits into the stupid way that Al Davis picks players. He's been a workout machine. He works out in front of people more than any other draft pick has done in a long time. And I think that Al Davis will fall in love with his workout intensity and his want to work and stuff like that. And I think they'll pick him. He probably won't be that good. He'll probably be a Robert Gallery type pick where they're like, wow, he's awesome, and then he's average. So that's another stupid Raiders pick this year. The Bills after that, I have them doing a super safe pick by picking, it looks like to be the most NFL-ready tackle, Beluga from Iowa. He looks the most NFL ready, not necessarily the fastest or the strongest, but technique-wise, he's the best. So I have them being really safe and just bolstering the offensive line. The Jaguars, after that, I have them picking the cornerback from Florida, Joe Hayden, who would have been way higher on this draft board if not for his bad 40 time, which he attributed to a strained muscle in his leg. So I think the Jags get lucky getting Hayden here, and with Mathis on the other side of the cornerback tandem, that's a pretty formidable defense. Hopefully they'll get back to where the Jaguars were a feared defense. The Broncos, I have them filling their need for an inside linebacker with Ronaldo McClain from Alabama. I mean, he's the best inside linebacker, and they need one, so that's just logic kicking in right there. The Dolphins also get lucky. They don't have to draft Dez Bryant like they were going to before the Brandon Marshall trade, in my opinion. So they get to have Texas safety Earl Thomas, who's the second best safety and probably could be top 10 if it wasn't for needs of other teams. So they get lucky getting Earl Thomas there. I also then have the 49ers next, and I have them. This is another, people probably don't think this is going to happen pick, but I have the 49ers picking up Dez Bryant. I mean, they brought in Michael Crabtree. They thought, oh, he's going to have a bad attitude. He might not produce. He didn't sign for a really long time, didn't play most of the season, but when he came in, made a huge impact. And I think Mike Singletary can get Dez Bryant in line with Michael Crabtree, and they could have the best young receiving core there is in the league. And then I have after that the Seahawks' other pick at 14. And I have them getting running back from Clemson, C.J. Spiller, just to be like a game changer, more kick return, punt return, maybe a third down back type deal, just to bolster that running back core and special teams, because their special teams wasn't good at all last year. And then number 15, the last pick in this preview, I have the Giants picking Derek Morgan, the defensive end from Georgia Tech. And I have them picking here because I feel like they need more pass rush. They didn't get a good pass rush as in their Super Bowl year, and they need extra motivation to the remaining defensive ends like Osi Umenyiora and Matthias Kiwanuka. They need them to be motivated to work, and they could also, I could picture him being an outside linebacker type player if they train him right. So that's my first 15 picks. The rest of the picks are coming tomorrow, and hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll see you later.